Well, hi there, YouTube family. How's everybody tonight? You're right, it is Watch Wednesday. Um, by the time I get this uploaded, probably going to be Thursday morning, but I'm getting to it. If you're family and you've come back, welcome back. Thanks for coming. Sit down and stay a spell. And if you're new, I am Texas Beach Mom or Mama Robin, whichever you prefer. And I do Watch Wednesday every Wednesday-ish, Thursday. Um, I usually do Wednesday. I have occasional times where I didn't get to them to Thursday. And as you guys who have been watching regularly know, I've been having some trouble getting videos done because my personal life is kind of topsy-turvy at the moment. And it's not really so much mine. It's my life is okay. It's people within my life that's having a rough time. And then it's directly involving mine. But it's neither here nor there. So it is Watch Wednesday, and I did my homework assignment. I mentioned talking about Troy McCoy, and I said I would do my research, and I did. Now, let's backtrack a little bit because it's been a couple of weeks. I was watching an ATS News live stream a couple of weeks ago because I like Amber. I think she does a pretty good job. And I was watching a live stream, and she kept talking about Troy McCoy and his connection to the case and how his connection to the case involves, how he's involved. And I noticed that where she was pointing out things that it coincided somewhat with her explosion theory. Now, it's her theory. And it's not a bad theory. But it was enough to make me go back and, rethink it. It was enough to make me go back and go, all right, maybe there is something to this. So I went back and rewatched her explosion theory. I have to be honest, I still can't get behind it. But it also made me wonder about Troy McCoy's connection. I know he was a co-worker, and I think they were friends, or at least good work acquaintances. And there was something about Chris gave him a fire stick, and somehow she works that into an explosion theory, but whatever. I'm not here to debate that. But because of her theory and other people's theories, it does make me, when I hear new theories like that, it does make me go back. It does make me look at my theory, and it makes me look at people that the theory talks about. So I wanted to dive into Troy McCoy. So really, the only information I can get on Troy McCoy comes from the Discovery and other people's videos, but not very much. He's not really mentioned. And I'm going to be honest. I don't like reading that Discovery. Most of it reads pretty good. But there's a few times I'm trying to read it, and I find it a little bit confusing. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. But anyway, I went back in Discovery, and I looked up Troy McCoy, and I was doing some reading about him. And I really can't find that much that implicates him. He told the water department guy or the water tank guy or whatever that he was looking for a wrench. And he might have been. Because I thought about that. Everybody keeps saying, well, that sounds like a lie. And somebody said they could prove it was a lie. I don't have any proof that it was a lie. But I thought about that. Maybe he was looking for a wrench. Now stop and let's think about this. If Chris did take those babies at the Survey 319, and if he's the one that put them in the tanks, maybe he borrowed a wrench off Troy McCoy's truck. Maybe he borrowed it without asking. Or maybe he did ask and he said, yeah, I don't have my own. Or maybe, I don't know. And he left it out there. Maybe Troy did go out there to look for it. Shit, who the hell knows? So that's a possibility as to why he was out there. And I know some people are freaking out because he parked his truck in the same spot where Chris had parked his the day of. I don't think that, I think that's just, I don't think that proves anything. I honestly don't think he is directly involved. I don't. I do think that maybe he's involved a little bit, like if it was his wrench that was used to open those tanks, to put the girls in that makes him indirectly involved, and that might have scared him, freaked him out. Because there's lots of talk and speculation that he was involved, and he did this, and he lied to police, and he lied to the water guy, and I don't know, I just can't really find anything directly in the discovery about him. And again, I admitted that I don't like reading it. Most of the time it reads easy, but sometimes it don't read so easy. Sometimes there's parts of it that makes me go back and go, what? So it's a possibility that I missed something looking up stuff about him, but I just really can't find anything. Like, I can't find anything about him. Nothing that directly links him. Do you know what I mean? I can find maybe indirect links to Troy McCoy, but nothing that is concrete. Now, people have mentioned, well, he had to have been involved because Chris's mom said that 2 employees threw him under the bus. Okay. Maybe. Maybe. Or is it possible that Cindy is confused on who all works there and who doesn't? Like she wouldn't know that well. Like Nikki and another employee threw him under the bus, I think is what she said. Well, what if she knows about Jim, but thinks Jim is an Anadarko employee? Get what I'm saying? Maybe she has that confused. Or maybe Troy was involved. I can't find anything concrete. Like I said, he told the water department guy, water something guy, that he was looking for a wrench. Maybe he was. But he told the police he was looking for evidence, which I don't believe. I mean, I think if he was involved at all, it was either A, fairly minor, like he did loan a wrench to Chris maybe, and maybe Chris left it there or lost it there or whatever. Or maybe the other area where Troy might be involved, maybe after the deed was done, maybe Chris confessed to Troy McCoy. So it's a possibility. I don't think he would have, but he's not real smart. I mean, here's the thing, and I had to learn this about my ex, and women I'm sure have learned it. This is something I learned about my ex. I've had people warn me about this, and I found out to be true. My ex was not as smart as he thought he was, but he wasn't as dumb as I thought he was. Be careful. And it might be that Chris was the same way. It might be that Chris is not as dumb. Chris is not as smart as Chris thinks he is, but he might not be as dumb as some people perceive him to be. Not trying to give him credit. He's an asshole for sure, and he deserves to be where he's at. But maybe he's not that dumb. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But yeah, I couldn't find anything on Troy McCoy. I mean, nothing big, nothing that stands out, nothing concrete, definitely. And even though the police did let Nikki slide on a lot of things, like a lot of things. I've told you before, I think I know why they let her slide. I think they were counting on her being a witness. And then he signed the plea deal and blew the whole thing out of the water. I think if they'd have had more, I don't think they were counting on Troy McCoy. Well, they might have been. I mean, here's the thing. If people were coming forward, they might have been counting on those people being witnesses. Sometimes you gotta make a deal with the devil to get, done what you need to get done. So, I think tonight's is going to be pretty short because my life is still topsy-turvy. I mean, it's not my life directly. Like I said, it's other people within my life. But there's a little bit going on right now. I might actually do a video about what's going on because it might help other women in my shoes. Or men. But for right now, this video was supposed to be about Troy McCoy, and I don't really have that much on him. I don't. He lied to the water guy. He parked his truck where Chris parked his at. People find that eerie, and I don't think it proves anything. And he says I don't know, he lied to the police a little bit apparently, but maybe he was scared. Maybe he knew, maybe because of the little bit of things he did know, maybe he was afraid he would be implicated. I mean, like, supposedly everybody at work knew about Chris and Nikki. They weren't as good at hiding it as they thought they were. So with that being said, maybe he knew, and maybe just knowing that much made him nervous. I don't know what the man was thinking. I have no idea what the man was thinking. No clue. Zero zilch, not a thing. So I don't really feel like I have that much tonight. And there's not been anything new, obviously. Most of the new stuff has been some letters that Chris wrote a long time ago that are now being put out there. There's the book that him and Dylan wrote together, and then his name got taken off of it, and he did his own book. And there's nothing really new that I know of. If there was something new, and all the talk about the Millers and their problems. But if you want to know more about the Millers and their problems, you know who you go watch? Go watch Plunder. Plunder does a phenomenal job on this stuff. She is amazing. Y'all want to know more about the Millers? Go watch Plunder. She's got your information. She'll go ahead and take care of it. She's got it. Like, she's got a lot of body cam footage and all kinds of stuff about the Millers and all that mess. So, I mean, if that's some stuff that y'all want to know. Now, I'll tell you something I do want to know about. I'm still going to continue to do Watch Wednesdays, and I will do Watch Wednesdays on whatever information I can find. Sometimes it's going to be old information that I think is new. Sometimes it's going to be old information that's not new, but I'm going to put a different perspective on it. And sometimes it might be fairly new. Like, if something comes up, it might be fairly new. But here's something I thought about talking about. And y'all might leave in comments, let me know if you're interested in this. There supposedly is a serial killer in Austin, Texas. The police are saying it's not a serial killer. But there's been a large number. I don't remember the number right now. I think it's at least 10. But there's been a fairly large number of men die in the Austin area. And I think, let's say it's 10. I think like 8 out of 10 were of Latin descent. So it's all been men, from what I understand. Almost every single one are Latin descent. They're all being killed at Lady Bird Lake, or being killed. And the police are going, no, we don't have a serial killer. Everything's fine. So I'm thinking about doing some research on that and maybe doing some videos on that. If y'all think you'd be interested in going over this case with me and learning more about it, and maybe helping figure out what the hell's going on. Because for that many men to all have drowned at Lady Bird Lake, and they're all men and they're all Latin. So what the WTF, and why? So if y'all think you'd be interested in going over this case with me, I think it'd be an interesting to delve into. Police are just saying, nope, it's all coincidence. I don't think so. So that's something I'm thinking about doing. I'll start, and if it's something y'all seem interested in, I'll do videos on it. We'll see if we can figure this out, because, like I said, right now, off the top of my head, I don't remember the amount, but I ran into a Facebook group about it. And I was reading some of the comments and some of the things that had been posted, and I thought, And my daughter brought this up to me a long time ago. Was talking about Ladybird Lake Killer, and I went, "What? What do you mean a Ladybird Lake?" So then that's when I did a little bit of research into it. And that was been some time ago, and I've forgotten it all since then. But I know we'll still do this Watch Wednesdays, whatever I can come up with. But I think I also want to delve into this too. I think this Ladybird Lake thing might be worth looking into. So y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think we should do with that. If we should go into that or not. And maybe we can put our heads together. Maybe we can help out. You never know. Some crimes have been solved before through people on the internet. So who knows? Anyway, in the meantime, I think that's all I got for tonight. By the time I get this uploaded and posted and everything, it's going to be probably early tomorrow morning. So look for it tomorrow. Now, actually, by the time you see the video, it's going to be Thursday. Duh. See? I'm not real bright sometimes either. But I think this is all we got for tonight. If y'all got suggestions, questions, comments, sure and leave them. If you like it, hit the like button. If you want to see more of it, subscribe and hit that little bell for notifications. Some creators are getting their notifications, or the notifications are going out. Sometimes they're not. I don't know. It's probably some sort of weird YouTube glitch. Anyway, like it, subscribe it, comment, share, give suggestions, questions, talk about the Ladybird Lake thing with me, and we'll see if I can get something like that going for another day. All right? Y'all be good to yourselves, be good to your friends, family, good to each other. Treat everyone well, have a good one. Have a great Labor Day weekend. All right? Everybody have a good Labor Day weekend, but have fun, but try to be safe. And I guess I will see you all next Wednesday. Or maybe if I get this Ladybird Lake thing going, maybe before then. Anyway, y'all have a beautiful and blessed night.